The Dallas-Fort Worth community always says yes to supporting elementary students, and now that yes can win you a brand new 2022 truck. DFW Yes provides school supplies to more than 78,000 students across Texas. Give your yes today by purchasing raffle tickets in our Drive Away for Education truck raffle sponsored by Thomas J. Henry. The grand prize winner will choose from a new Ram, Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, or Nissan truck. Plus, you could win a shopping spree or gas card. Purchase your raffle ticket today at dfwyes.org.
Let's go ahead and take a look. We're going to show you the 15 teams that are left to be playing over Thanksgiving, which is a goal of every Texas high school football team. But these are the Houston area region teams that will still be playing this weekend. So we'll start off there at the top. The Woodlands, 6A D1, they're going to be taking on the favorites. They're not only in Region 2, but I think in the entire bracket, or at least on the left side of the bracket in Duncanville. Oof. Spring Westfield, also on that side, and in the same region, will be taking on the Hatch, Waxahachie. So some DFW Houston matchups in 6A-D1 you want to talk about getting the people going.
That's always exciting, too. Texas, or DFW and Houston matchups, man, they're always super exciting because there's always this ongoing debate on who's better, who's got better high school football, DFW or Houston, and a lot of the times this will settle it.
Absolutely. Then moving down here, 6AD2 Region 2, Spring Decaney taking on Harker Heights. Staying in that region, Tomball taking on DeSoto. So you have another DFW versus Houston matchup. This one interesting because, again, I think that DeSoto comes in as your heavy favorite here, but Tomball is also the team that no one expected to make it to a state semifinal last year, and they did. So you want to talk about a team that gets hot in the playoffs? Welcome to the Tomball Cougars.
They're a team that can exploit weaknesses, too, so I would be interested to watch this game.
Then there is, I think, one of the bracket favorites out of 6A Division 2, now moving over to the right side in Region 3, the Katy Tigers. We have a Houston area matchup now, taking on Humble Summer Creek. Very excited for that one. Very excited for that one. I don't think that there are not many people that can stop Katy. Maybe no one will be able to stop Katy, but I think that Summer Creek might have one of the best chances to. Going back up to 6AD1 real fast, over to the right side of the bracket in that same district, Katy Cinco Ranch. They will be taking on the reigning state champs in Galena Park North Shore. We have in 6A Division 2 Region 3, Fort Bend Hightower taking on Sheldon C.E. King. Excited for that one. Then Fort Bend Ridgepoint, 6AD2 Region 3 taking on Atascocita. Then we hop over to the next column here. We just talked about it, North Shore, Atascocita. So obviously we've got some layover here with Houston teams playing Houston teams. Same thing there with Summer Creek and C.E. King. Then we have my darling pick in 5A Division 1 Region 3 in the Full Share Chargers. Shout out Coach Kadudi. I need to tweet about this, but he sent me a swag bag with 2 shirts and like 3 different stickers.
Well,
because I picked Full Share to do that. So very excited to see them take on a San Antonio powerhouse in Smithson Valley.
Yeah, that should be a good one.
Very excited. And then this one might be the game that I am most excited for and it's actually the final 2 teams here, but Fort Bend Marshall and Montgomery Lake Creek, one of the only of like 6 or 7 battle of unbeatens across the entire state in 5A Division 2 Region 3 here. This one is fascinating to me because we've always said that Fort Bend Marshall does not get tested until they go to the playoffs. I think that after realignment this year, that script has flipped, and they were tested in district, and they continued to mull over people.
I'm really excited to see this Lake Creek offense go up against this Fort Bend Marshall defense. I mean, that's a matchup for the ages right there.
Well, and if you haven't seen Lake Creek's head coach's beard, you need to take a look at it. It is amazing. We had him on High School Scoreboard Live last Friday, and it was great. But yeah, I mean, a historically really good season here for Montgomery Lake Creek. Fort Bend Marshall used to being at this point, but this will be a strength on strength matchup that I am very excited. And I honestly think that whoever wins this game will be the favorite to come out of Region 3 there in 5A Division 1. So very, very, very excited to see that one.
I can't even remember who I picked out of 5A Division 1 Region 3.
I think I picked Fort Bend Marshall. I'm fairly sure I picked Fort Bend Marshall. I think you did.
I don't
can't
think
remember.
I did. I couldn't tell you
don't
right
know.
now. Well, doesn't matter.
You know what we did pick real fast? Well, actually, we'll get to that in a second. Here we go. So there are the 15 Houston teams that will be playing over Thanksgiving. They are excited. We're excited to watch it. But that leads us into, as I scratch my forehead while I'm off camera.
I should have just, sorry.
That's great. All right, but that leads us into, we have quite a few of those games on Dave Campbell's Texan Live this week. So we wanted to go ahead and show you. We have 20 regional semifinal matchups on Dave Campbell's Texan Live. And the best part about the regional semifinal is since all these schools are out for Thanksgiving break, that means that there is games going on all day long on Friday. So go ahead and let that, what is it, tryptophamine? What's the turkey thing? Like it makes you sleepy?
I don't know.
Tryptophan? Something. I don't know.
Is it tryptamine?
Tryptamine? I don't know. Anyway, as
Let us
we
know
try
in
to
the
figure out
comments.
what makes you sleepy in turkey.
Let us know in the
Anyway, when you're
comments.
making your leftover Thanksgiving sandwiches out of the turkey the next day, this is perfect for you because you have all day. So starting at 1 o'clock, Fort Bend Hightower and C.E. King, Fort Bend Marshall, Montgomery Lake Creek, Kilgore and Lindale, and then Fulshire and Smithson Valley. Going at 2, Katy and Summer Creek, Waxahachie and Spring Westfield, 2:30, Cinco Ranch and Galena Park North Shore, 3 o'clock, Duncanville and the Woodlands, then 3:15, shortly thereafter, we have a all DFW matchup, South Lake Carroll and McKinney.
Yeah.
Then we go to 4, which is DFW Houston, DeSoto and Tomball. Then obviously you can see a ton of games at 6 and a ton of games at 7, including your Silsbee Tigers.
My Silsbee Tigers.
Didn't you pick Silsbee?
I did.
Yes.
That's why I emphasized.
Oh,
mine,
okay,
so I
okay,
picked them
okay.
to win.
I thought that might have been a
4A
question
Division
mark
2.
instead of an exclamation mark in the way you
Nah.
said it.
Now I picked them to win 4A Division 2. So let's get
So
it.
excited. And also, if you are a lover of small school ball, Falls City versus Granger, that one is very, very interesting.
Yeah.
I believe our own Gavin Moritz will be on the call. That game is down in Seguin at 7 o'clock on Friday night. But if you're into small school ball, that one's exciting. So is Chapel Hill and Lumberton. Small school ball, if you will, it's a 4A game. Wimberley's also a 4A game, but most all of these are 6A games. But the other one that I'm very excited for is Longview and Port Arthur Memorial. Port Arthur Memorial ended up getting a really good win over, well, no, who did they play last week? I know they got a win over McKinney North and then someone. But if you're into small school ball, Chapel Hill and Lumberton, Falls City and Granger, those are the 2 to keep your eye on at 7 o'clock. So happy Thanksgiving from Dave Campbell's Texan Live. We are excited to bring you all of those games and shout out, honestly, to all of our crews for working over the holiday weekend to bring the viewers what they want, and that's more football.
Yep. Yeah, we got a ton in the DFW, or we have a couple in the DFW too. So make sure to check those out. We're slowly but surely building our crew of people up here in the DFW area. So we'll have a couple of those on Texan Live.
DF Dub.
DF.